In January 2026, 850 CEOs and 60 heads of state gathered in the Swiss Alps under a banner reading, "A Spirit of Dialogue." Despite the branding, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink opened the meeting admitting that the global elite are operating in a climate of deep institutional distrust. That distrust is born of a purely transactional culture. Just look at the Stromback global scam, where fraudsters sold fake VIP passes to billionaires who believed they could simply purchase presidential FaceTime. Davos has become a marketplace where the rules-based order is traded for survival. These glass walls now reflect a landscape defined by coercion. The United States is now treating its security umbrella as a protection service. To extract concessions, Washington threatened 10% tariffs on 8 of its closest NATO allies. The resulting Greenland Framework grants the U.S. military total access to the island for its Golden Dome missile defense system, along with exclusive rights to Greenland's rare earth minerals. While the American delegation used economic blackmail to expand its borders, the Chinese delegation remained silent, paralyzed by a massive internal security crisis in Beijing. Beijing's security apparatus has purged 87% of its top generals, the officers tasked with the Taiwan conflict. As nearly 100 senior leaders are removed, China's planned 2027 invasion is now missing its primary operational architect, General Zhang Yuxia. A predatory United States extracting territory from allies, paired with an internally paralyzed China, leaves the global security architecture with a massive power vacuum. Mark Carney, the Canadian Prime Minister, used his Davos address to tell middle powers that they can no longer rely on these erratic superpowers. He proposed variable geometry, where nations form flexible, interest-based coalitions to protect themselves from superpower volatility. The EU-India Free Trade Agreement serves as the blueprint for this doctrine. This deal integrates 2 billion people into a market designed specifically to bypass U.S. tariff threats and Chinese supply chain monopolies. Universal cooperation is over, replaced by exclusive, defensive minilateralism. The collapse of global institutions was made literal at the WTO ministerial meeting in Cameroon. For the first time since 1998, nations failed to renew the moratorium on taxing digital trade. With the WTO paralyzed, private corporate monopolies are moving in to write the rules of the digital economy, specifically regarding artificial intelligence. Big tech companies spent $50 million on federal lobbying to secure the March 2026 National Policy Framework for AI. This framework aims to preempt strict state-level safety laws in California and New York, ensuring hyperscalers have a deregulated haven with no federal agency to monitor them. Global standards are no longer a democratic project. They are a service outsourced to private oligopolies. While tech billionaires consolidated their power, the 2026 Oxfam report documented a different reality for the rest of the world. Since 2020, billionaire wealth has surged 81%, reaching a peak of $18.3 trillion. At the same time, global poverty reduction has completely flatlined. Half the world still survives on less than $5.50 a day. Oxfam calls this a billionaire coup. This massive concentration of political and economic power is triggering violent civil unrest across the globe. The elite's answer is initiatives like Blue Davos and actor Matt Damon's Get Blue water project. The mechanics of this project don't treat water as a human right. Instead, it offers microloans, turning the world's poorest people into debtors in exchange for basic survival. The Davos Consensus is dead. This is a violently fractured landscape where the elite built fortified lifeboats, leaving the rest of the world behind.